For your lab assignment this week, I'm asking you to put together a drawing in Illustrator, and I picked one that I found that had step-by-step instructions. It may have been written for an earlier version of Illustrator, but we're still just learning the basic tools, and so everything in here will work. Now, this is the direct link to the website. For some reason, if you're on campus and you have this website open too long, it's been hanging up the computer. They can't figure out why. So I copied the website into a Word document. So this is what you're going to be creating, and if you are wondering what this has to do with web development, this actual picture, well, nothing. I can't even imagine a website that would have this drawing on it. But this is a starting point for us, and it gives you lots and lots of practice. So when you're looking at this picture, you should be able to see a lot of shapes, lots and lots of shapes. Some of the shapes are altered. This little bird's altered. The mittens are altered. So there's a lot going on in this picture. Right here we have the leaf that's two different colors. You can see there's a little bit lighter circle in this. This does bring you step by step through the process, and I'm going to get you started. The next thing I need to make sure you are aware of is some of the things that are in here we did not directly talk about. For instance, this leaf here that has the two different colors, I'm going to go into Illustrator and I'm just going to draw this. I don't know exactly what steps they're giving you, but I'm just going to pull two different green colors. Now, in all of my demonstrations, I've been using this quick swatch that they have up here, that they have an example of each color. Now remember, from our color week, we can always click on our color picker here, double click, it brings up the color picker. This assignment will tell you the exact red, green, blue color value. So you're going to have to double click on that and set the color and then click OK. Now I have an object selected, so it's going to change the color of whatever I have selected. I don't remember what color it was before. I'm going to double click on this and I'm just going to pick a different green color and click OK. I have nothing drawn, so nothing would have changed. Okay, I'm going to grab my ellipse tool and I'm going to draw a circle. So sometimes it may have you doing the direct select tool and actually changing anchor points. In this case, it does have you actually changing, not only, I'm going to grab my direct select tool. So on this one, it could have you making this very pointy. This is more of a leaf. Right now it looks like an egg. It may have you converting an anchor point. Right now this is what's called a curved anchor point. I can make it pointy by telling it that it's now a corner anchor point. I can do the same thing to this one down here. By the way, if you go off the stage, it doesn't do anything to your drawing. It just won't print or anything like that. So if it's something that we didn't specifically cover in a video, what I did is I did two things. So out here in Blackboard, I put a Word document that has helpful hints. Now this Word document is in the exact order that the instructions are. So on the Word document, the first step is creating growing carrots. Okay, so step 1, step 3, and step 6, I thought there might be something challenging, so I put a little bit more description as to exactly what you need to click on. And I'm going to go down. The second one is create a decorative tree. So in that step, there wasn't anything that I thought was challenging. This one's just circles, and so that one's okay. So it is in order as to how you're going to do it in the document. So that's there. And then there's also a few short videos, like this leaf is there. The way I'm doing it right now may be different than how I have it in this video. But I don't think they gave you enough clear instructions. So I did put out a few more videos. So if you get stuck on a particular step, make sure you check the helpful hints and also see if I have a video out there for it. I'm just going to quickly show you on this one the way that you can, what I'm going to call, divide something up. They want half of this color differently. So there's no way, the fill is the fill. That's all I can do is fill this object in with the fill color right now. And I'm going to move my libraries over so I can see my layers panel. Okay, so there's my path. What you can do is if you want to cut something in half so that you can have two separate fills, I don't have a stroke around this, so it'll work. If I had a stroke around it, you're going to see a line go down the middle. What you can do is you can grab the line tool out of your toolbox. All I'm using this for is you can pretend it's like a guide. I'm going to start even off of the shape. It doesn't have to be exactly on the shape. You want to start off of the shape, and I'm going to draw a line all the way through this leaf, this fake leaf I have here. The line doesn't have a stroke, doesn't have a fill, doesn't really even matter because we're not going to see the line. We're using the line kind of to guide our scissors when we actually tell this to go ahead and cut. So what you have to do then is you have to select both of the objects, and your line has to be on top of the object that you want to split in half. So my line is on top of my leaf. And then what you can do is you can come down here in your Pathfinder. I'll just tell you which one it is. It's the first one called divide. What it's going to do is it knows that the line is the dividing point, and it's going to make two objects out of this. And it's also going to put them in a group because it's going to think you want those two objects together still. It's assuming you probably just want to recolor it. So as soon as I click on divide, you can see here's my group. I twirl it down. My one half of the leaf is on a path and the other half of the leaf is on a second path. I can come in here and I can pick a darker green. Oops. I can click off with my black arrow, and I wouldn't have gotten that error message. And now I have exactly what they were trying to do. I have an object that has two different colored fills. It looks like one object, but it's really not. So I'm going to go back up to your overall. And that's what they're doing in the leaf there. But like I said, some of these are things I didn't specifically address in the video, so that you want to make sure then that you go and check those documents. I'm going to walk you through the first part of this pretty quickly here. Let me get a new document going. I'm going to go through the first part in the next video. My videos are starting to get long, sorry.